and Aloha gang, welcome to High Now Daily. Happy Aloha Tuesday. What a show we got planned today. 36th annual Honolulu Rainbow Film Festival is coming up. We're gonna have all the details that are gonna be taking place with that. In addition, Father's Day weekend is right around the corner. Big time craft fair going down on the east side of the island, and our co-host Rachel Picaro is back to tell us what else do we have.
You know, Kainoa, I'm a little rusty. I've been on vacation for the last 2 weeks, so forgive me, people, if I don't know what I'm doing today. But I'll tell you what, we've got this pup over here that is ready for adoption. We've, of course, got Hawaiian Humane Society up to talk about their pet walk that's coming up, plus how you can get your adorable pup on a calendar. Make them famous. Plus, we've got CPB in the house because money moves. We got you, right?
We're going to be talking a lot about that.
That's
Dane Lamb
right.
is in the house from the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra as well. And these two brothers are here with a very special initiative. Cutter Ford is giving back with a big time food drive. All of this is all happening right now on High Now Daily. You ready?
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
It's about that time. We're excited for it. We're gonna walk over here back into the main set because as we mentioned a little bit earlier, we have the 808 Craft Fair, which is gonna be taking place over there in Ko'olau. Kicking things off over here with Devin Nakasone. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Very excited to have you.
How are you? Excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're even more happy because I saw cookies.
Cookies.
And, I love me some cookies.
You'll be happier because some of these are actually for you guys. So
really?
we get to sample them. You guys get to take them home. You can do whatever you want. So it's going to be yours.
We got a lot to look forward to. But tell us what's taking place this weekend, man. A lot of local businesses coming together on the east side.
Coming together one time. This is the second time we'll be back at Ko'olau Shopping Center one day before Father's Day. That is happening this Saturday from 10 to 2:30. So if you know where the old Ko'olau Shopping Center, the theaters, right across Valley of the Temples, we're going to take up that whole parking lot. So that's where we'll be.
All right, you're talking to a couple of Windward side people, so we are very familiar with
Temple
the
Valley
area.
Chinese
Lots of good
Kitchen.
memories in that shopping center, I tell you.
Back in the
for
day.
another time.
Yeah, we're going to make more memories this weekend when you go over
That's
there
right.
and participate in the festivities. In addition to the cookies, there's going to be other vendors there as well.
We've got so many, and one of them is coming up in the show as well, but we've got so many vendors, family feel. What you got going on is handmade products, handcrafted, all made from passionate, loving people. I love our fairs, and one thing about it is that you will feel that family feel. And every vendor with 808 Craft and Gift Fairs is unique in its own way. We don't never have two of the same vendors. You know, it's always something unique in every booth that you visit.
Yeah, and you also have different locations that you pop up at.
Yes.
This weekend you mentioned is going to be Ko'olau side, but there are some other ones that you do throughout
We do have some reoccurring always month to month, which is first Sundays at Pro City Shopping Center and every third Saturdays at Coco Marina. And always best to just log on to the website, 808craftinggiftfairs.com. You can see all of our fairs, all of the times, and who's going to be there and whatnot. Especially on Facebook, you'll see all the vendor ads pop up.
Devin, I swear, I promise
Oh, you
I'm
did it
listening
with
to
the...
you.
Leave it to this
You
guy to
did
get
it.
in on
You
it.
heard the little bit smoke I'm wrestling. I'm hungry over here.
He did it without asking.
You cannot put cookies
That's
in
how
front
you
of
do
us,
it.
bro. I'm getting hungry. Tell us
Which
about
one did you get?
these. What did I go for? I went for the almond crunch. I mean,
that's
it's in the
original.
name. The AB Crunch cookies. It's in the name. But tell us about this one.
Okay, so the almond crunch, that's my favorite. That's my family's favorite. Their number one seller.
Oh my goodness.
Was
Okay,
actually
now
the
I gotta get
macadamia nut, and then it wound up switching to the almond.
Which
and then
one
they
did you
just-
grab?
They just released the
I could do
pecan.
macadamia.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
this
This
is
is
so good.
macadamia, okay.
It's
Just the
buttery.
macadamia.
It's crunchy.
Okay.
It's got like such good texture. I can't even believe this is handheld like this.
Oh my
This had to have
goodness.
been a local business.
It's a
Family
mom and
was
pop.
giving them away for free, and everyone's like, "Bro, why are you giving this away for free?"
Oh, that's right.
Kind of something like that. It started about 10 years ago, and then I started out with one flavor, and I believe the original flavor was the almond crunch. Then somebody buzzed it in the ears just a little while ago, a few years ago. Let's do the macadamia, and that became a hit. And then again,
this is so
the
good.
almond has
Oh,
just
man.
taken off again. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. They just released a pecan, which is actually the newest flavor.
Ooh.
And then the one thing about AB
I'm
Crunch,
digging the squares,
you
too.
love it?
Ah,
So the
so
AB
good.
Crunch, one thing about it is you can try before you buy. So every fair that they're at, they're sampling. And one thing about it is a lot of customers don't know what to get, so they actually
Get it
release.
all.
You ready for this, camera? They actually release the trio pack.
Woo! Woo! They did it.
Do that one
Trio
more time.
pack.
Yeah, King, get it.
The what kind of pack? What kind of pack?
The trio pack.
What's in the trio pack?
So you got
All
a little
of
bit. You got a little bit of the macadamia. You got 4 of the macadamia, 4 of the pecan, and 4 of the almond, all in one bag.
I'm
And
digging
the
this.
one thing about it is the best thing about it, easy tear, and they're individually wrapped.
Oh man, keeping it fresh. Love it in
Love
the
it,
bags.
love it, love
Go
it.
ahead and check them out. Of course, they're going to be out there. Ko'olau
Shopping
Center,
center,
yeah, on the Windward side. But make sure you go stock up because it's also the day before Father's Day. So go get Dad something. He would love this.
I would
early.
very much like this as a Father's
Come
Day
early
gift for
because
sure.
they
Good,
do
here you
sell
go.
out.
Yeah,
Here you
oh,
go,
is it-
Kaino. Happy Father's
They
Day.
do, yeah, they do sell
you go.
out. They also have the onesies. So if you want to do favors for your wedding, for parties, you want to put this on the table, they actually do the onesies as well. But you know what? Is that your favorite, the Mac?
I went for the
That's my
almond crunch,
favorite.
but it's
This
hard to
one's
pick up
good.
another one. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this.
You like
one.
the
You like-
trio.
you like the almond?
You like the trio.
I
You like
need
the
the trio.
almond? You like-
I need the trio one more time.
No, you gonna make me sore. Okay, so take one and then take one that's yours, that's on behalf of AB Crunch.
Thank you,
If
guys.
you forget the name, if you eat the whole bag, you're gonna have to do ab crunches.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So AB Crunches.
There you go, Devin.
Unforgettable.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Again,
you.
make sure you guys check him out this weekend over there, East Side, over there in Kahalu'u. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We'll be right back. One more. Yeah. How's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to High Now Daily. We're hanging out right now with Jannard Kamba as well as Victor Harris from Cutter Ford. We had a big time food drive taking place right now. They got all the details. Welcome into the show, boys.
How's it? Nice to meet you.
Mahalo nui for being here, guys.
Yeah.
We're very, very excited to learn more about this great initiative, bringing the community together to give back, because that's what it's all about. Kick us off, man. What's happening?
Right on. Thanks for having us again. Basically, this is from Ford. It's a Building America Together program. So part of it is a community food drive. So in partnership with the Hawaii Food Bank, what we're doing is we have something called Fill a Ford F-150, where we're taking an F-150 that's in our showroom, filling up with as much stuff as we can, yeah?
What kind of stuff are we looking for as we look at pictures? Victor, F-150s are large. That's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot of donations we're looking for, right?
It's a full-size truck. We're trying to fill up the bed of a Ford F-150, and so we're taking canned proteins, canned meals, canned fruits and vegetables, What else? Oh, monetary donations for sure. You can fit a lot of monetary donations in the back of the Ford F-150.
That's right.
Roger that, Thundercat.
That's right. Stack them up. Stack them up. Where are we looking for people to bring the donations to? How do people do it?
At Carter Ford IA, you donate the meal.
Thank you so much. He'll be hosting the rest of the show. Oh, I'm curious as well, man. Where'd the inspiration for this program come from?
Basically from Ford, yeah. So, like I said, it's a community thing. It's building the community back together. I mean, in light of everything that's going on. So, just a good thing. And then one other thing is our owner, Heather Cutter, she has pledged that she's going to match whatever donations that we get. So if we fill up a Ford F-150, we'll end up with 2 of them. So,
How long can people donate until, Victor? How long is this whole process taking place?
Till the thing is full.
Okay.
No, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. How long is it going?
I mean, we already kicked it off. Yeah. So how long do people have?
Until the end of the month. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's expand more. We touched on the food drive that's taking place right now, but what else are you guys doing as a local dealership as well to really just support and give back to the local people here?
We just try to. We go out and we sponsor events,
Right.
and we just try to put our face out there, and just letting everybody know that hey, we're out here to help everybody out. So.
And it feels really good to give back. I mean, like, whenever you donate something, don't just grab something out of your cabinet that you wasn't going to eat anyway. Maybe do a little shopping. Like, you're going, hey, some people would like this. Some people, maybe buy a whole case of tuna or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, when they donate cans, we never eat this one. Oh, anything expired. Don't worry about it. Just, donate something that you would like to get. That's what I would say.
What are other ways that people can help as well? We've got the donations that are taking place. What are other ways people can get involved?
Right now, that's pretty much it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically just a food drive. So, if anybody wants to come and give more stuff as far as giving time and helping us out and coming down, that's...
Extra hands are always needed.
Oh,
if people want to get more info about the food drive event taking place, stay up to date with everything taking place with you guys, what's the best way to do that?
You can reach us at the dealership.
Go to our website, carterford.com.
There you go.
And then you can. I believe there's a link where you can do monetary donations as well. Yeah. So I mean, if you can't make it down, or if you no more cans,
right.
Monetary donations for sure, and we'll put it right in the back of the truck.
Solid. Victor G, thank you so much for the time, and we'll have this all posted at HiNowDaily.com. Make sure you get involved. Rachel, over to you.
Thanks, Kaino. I know you heard about the Wahine of Hawaii calendar, the Men of Hawaii calendar, but have you heard of the Pets in Paradise calendar? Now that's something to get excited about. And we've got Brandy here from Hawaiian Humane Society. She's brought along Kavena, and then this adorable pup here is Sassy. Yeah. So you got to tell me a little bit about this calendar, because you got everybody excited about there.
We have so many animal lovers here in Hawaii, and so we're inviting everybody to get your best photos, landscape orientation photos, high resolution photos of your pets, and submit them at hawaiianhumane.org/petsinparadise for a chance to be featured in our 2026 Pets in Paradise calendar. This is an annual fundraiser for the Hawaiian Humane Society. It raises money for thousands of animals that are in need here on Oahu, and so any legal pet in Hawaii can be entered. You can enter as many times as you want. It's $30, and that all goes back to Oahu's Pets in Need.
All right, now I'm going to talk about Sassy for a little bit, because she's being so cute and adorable right now. Everybody's going to be watching this and want to adopt her. So she is adoptable, and she's at the Mo'i'i'i campus,
That's
right?
right. So Sassy is 6 years old. She's a pit bull terrier mix, just 100% love bug, cuddle bug. We adore this girl. She was brought in as a stray. She was microchipped, and her owner sadly didn't reunite with her. So she is looking for a home, has been since January, and she's a love bug. I don't know if you can tell, but she's been leaning on us.
I knew that. I was like, she's
She's a love bug. She is such a sweetheart. She's what's called a Reed Crucky recipient. So she has a sponsorship, and that means her adoption fee is completely waived, and she'll go home with a goodie bag to help her get settled in her new home.
Oh my God. Okay, that's perfect. So it is easy to go on down to Mo'i'i'i. You can reach out to Brandy and everyone there at Hawaiian Humane if you are interested in Sassy. And I mean, talking about the Pups in Paradise calendar, this face deserves to be in the calendar.
She could be Mrs. December. That's what we're hoping for.
Okay.
That's what we're hoping for.
December. Okay, so if you've got an adorable pup, or maybe you've got a cat or a bird or a guinea pig,
yes,
you can be on the calendar.
That's right. And so we're also offering some new things this year. If you've got a special gotcha day, an adoption day, a birthday for your pet that you want to reserve, you can do that as well. And that day is going to be your pet's day. It'll be listed in the calendar next year. You can also pre-order calendars. They're going to be delivered and printed in November. So perfect gift for animal lovers here here in Hawaii.
Okay, so how do you get your pet to be at the top when it comes to boating? How does that go?
You got to go and call all your friends, call your ohana, call your work ohana. You have to tell them to go and vote. It's $1 per vote. Yes, and so the top vote getters are the ones who are going to be featured and have a month dedicated to them.
Okay, and then there's also the pet walk. Talk about that. That's coming up later on in the year.
So we're talking about annual fundraisers. This is our biggest community fundraiser, and it is Oahu's largest pet-friendly outdoor event, taking place at Kapiolani Park on Saturday, October 25th. Our pre-registration period is coming up. The deadline's coming up on June 30th. So right now it's $25 to enter as an individual, and after June 30th, so July 1 onward to the event, it's going to be $30 per person.
Oh, great. Now, with the calendar, with the walk, all the donations that come in, all the fundraising efforts that you folks do every single year, year after year, that goes to supporting all the animals that come to the shelter and all the programs that you folks offer.
That's right. So Hawaiian Humane sees over 13,000 animals that are being brought into us. So dogs, cats, birds, guinea pigs, rabbits in need, even chinchillas, tortoises sometimes. There's a lot of animals that come to us that need support, and it's not just about adoption, it's about finding them loving homes or transfer partners, foster homes. So all of the money raised from that is really what goes to help animals just like Sassy.
I feel like we're making a connection here, you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You keep it, like, look at those eyes. I always wish I had those colored eyes.
I know, she's got gold eyes. How could you not fall in love with her? We're really hoping a Hi Now Daily fan, falls in love with her and comes out and says, I have to go and meet that girl. We call her Sassafras. We just adore her.
Okay, so adopt Sassafras because she's so stinking cute. Love her so much already, and we just met like 2 minutes ago. Also, go to their website because that's where you're gonna find all the information when it comes to Hawaiian Humane Society, their programs, the pet walk, the calendar. If you want details on how to get your pup or your cat or your bird or your guinea pig, your pig, whatever it is, on the calendar. Details are right there on your screen. Go ahead and visit their website, but we are gonna head to break. Thank you guys so much for coming and bringing Sassafras to Hi Now Daily. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
How cool is that? There he is in his element. Now, the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra has a variety of events that are taking place this summer, and we got a lot to get to. Here to tell us more is music and artistic director of the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra, Dane Lamb. Welcome into the show.
Hey, Kaino, nice to see you.
Always a pleasure to have you here. We know it's an extremely busy time for you guys at HS, so let's kick things off with what's taking place in Waikiki.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hot orchestra summer, as I like to say. We've got a lot happening this summer as part of our Sheraton Summer Festival, both in the Waikiki Shell in the Blaisdell Concert Hall. We've got films in concert, How to Train Your Dragon, Indiana Jones, the music of Hans Zimmer, so you think Inception, The Lion King, all this
Think
amazing.
like every favorite movie you've been to, Hans Zimmer has had some kind of composition.
Yeah,
in there.
pretty much. He is the master of it all. We've got a Tchaikovsky spectacular, including the 1812 Overture with all the cannons, and joined by Timothy Chui, this amazing young American violinist who played the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto. So there really is something for everybody this summer in Waikiki for the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra.
I love that. And then for all of us who are located over there on the east side of the island, we were looking at visuals just before we got started, and that's what's so fabulous. This is really all about the really transformative experience that people get, the entire Ohana can get from live music. But tell us about what's going to be taking place over in Kailua. And this event is going to be free for the public, correct?
Absolutely, totally free. You just turn up, you bring your deck chair, you bring your picnic, and Kailua District Park. It's over a decade now that the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra have been partnering with Alexander and Baldwin to deliver this concert for our community. It's one of my favorite concerts because we get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people turn up to the park for an eclectic night of music making. You can hear Brahms, you can hear John Williams, you can hear Hawaii Five-0. There's even an opportunity from people from the audience to come and conduct the orchestra.
Ooh, and no pressure. You can just have some fun when you go and you do it. You're looking at some information that's listed over there on your screen as well. You touched on a few things already. What's taking place over in Waikiki, this one at Kailua District Park. Coming up this weekend, it's Father's Day weekend. What's going to be taking place with that for those of us who are looking to celebrate Dad and get some live music in?
We've got a big weekend of events this weekend down at the Hawaii Theatre. So many events that are perfect to celebrate Father's Day. So on Saturday night, the orchestra teams up with the absolutely legendary Keola Beamer to really showcase his artistry. He's going to be joined by special guest Jeff Peterson, and there's nothing quite like hearing these legends of Hawaiian music with a full symphony orchestra in full flight on stage. That's something totally unique and you cannot get it anywhere else. Then Sunday, we close our Halakalani Masterwork series. We welcome the guest pianist Joyce Yang to make absolute keyboard magic, and Brahms is one of my favorite pieces. Brahms's first symphony. He worked so hard to write this symphony in Beethoven's shadow. He didn't do it until he was about 43, which is pretty old for a first symphony actually, but it was worth the wait.
That is incredible. And when you mention these legendary Hawaii musicians as well, and you touched on it, they have such timeless music and sounds, and then to have it be backed by the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra really does kind of give you a completely different appreciation for it.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the legends are all on stage because, of course, the thing with the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra is that these musicians live in our community, they teach our keiki, they are absolute linchpins of the arts and society. So we're going to be celebrating one of our long-standing musicians, the wonderful harpist, Connie Joe, who is retiring after 44 years. So we're also going to honor her on our Sunday concert, 4 p.m. at the Hawaii Theatre.
That is so cool. Dan, we have a whole lot of things to look forward to. And for more information about that, you can head to our website, HiNowDaily.com. A complete list will be available for you over there. Rachel, we'll send it over to you.
Thanks so much, Kainoa. Yes, the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation will host their 3-day Honolulu Rainbow Film Festival the end of this month. And here to share is Brent Anbe and Ha'ahil Zablan. Congratulations on 36 years.
Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Now we have to talk about this 3-day film festival that's going on. It is the Honolulu Rainbow Film Festival, and man, you are dressed for it. I love it.
Thank you, thank you.
So what's going to be happening this year?
So we have exciting films, we have world premieres, we have famous actors, exciting film directors, and we have just a diverse palette of films, and we are so excited to be bringing it to Honolulu. They're actually all Honolulu premieres.
Yes, okay,
Yeah.
so what are the faves? What are some of the things that you guys really wanted to highlight this year at the 36th
So
annual?
we start with an opening night reception, followed by our opening night film, which is a very important film called Heightened Scrutiny. We have the trans director Sam Feder here, and it talks about the first openly trans lawyer who is arguing in front of the Supreme Court, and the fight for the ban against ban against anti-trans laws and just trans rights. And so it's very timely, it's very now, and it's very important and educational at the same time.
Yeah, you mentioned timely, educational. Like, let's just talk about the importance of holding the Honolulu Rainbow Film Festival and why it is so important. You mentioned representation, you mentioned just education. Speak a little more on that.
Yeah, so one of our real pillars also is to showcase diversity and to showcase, all the different colors of the rainbow and our LGBTQIA+ community. And this is through the lens of film. And so we're really excited to also branch out to our allies and just also cinephiles out there who are all over this island. And just branch out, and we have all kinds of films. We have camp, we have horror, we have documentaries, we have short films, amazing short films, and Hawaii filmmakers, most importantly.
All right, now we talk about 36 years. So if you can speak on the evolution of that from when it first started and then how it's come along the way, what are some of like the biggest, most important things that you would like to talk about when it comes to that and like the growth?
You want to take this?
Sure. Well, as you mentioned, it's been 36 years. Brent's been spearheading the festival for quite some time now. And recently, we brought this as a project over for the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation. So we're super excited to be able to continue to steward this program. It's so important. You talked about representation. Queer media and representation is so important, right, for those that are viewing these films or seeing actors, right? It's, just to see people that look like them, right, to be able to ensure that they know that they're not alone, right? And they can bring their whole selves to everything that they do. So this is just a small part, of
And I
being
think
able
one
to do
thing
that.
too is that like when we started, there wasn't all these streaming services where you could just watch anything and everything
Right.
from the comfort of your home. So when you come to the film festival, you actually get to experience and immerse yourself and with our diverse community and laugh with everyone, cry with everyone, and just have this community spirit and get to talk story with the actual filmmakers and the writers and the directors and the actors. All our local Hawaii actors should come and meet some other actors and see how they've navigated their careers as well.
Yes, a community to get out there, see what's going on, watch some films. If people wanted to get more information on the dates, the times, everything, you guys have the website, but tell everybody out there, it's 3 days. What are those days and where is it gonna be at?
So it's in 2.5 weeks. It'll be Friday, June 27th, opening night at Honolulu Museum of Art. We have our films there's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we culminate with our red carpet closing night party at Capitol Modern.
You can get VIP passes at hrff.org. We're also providing discounts for students and kupuna.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. So one more time, drop the website where they can get those VIP tickets, the kupuna and the student tickets, all of that good stuff.
hrff.org.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's going to be
Thank
a great
you.
3-day event, so make sure you go ahead and get those tickets online. We are going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
right, it's time for another Money Moves We Got You. We had the opportunity to catch up with so many experts from Central Pacific Bank, learning more about finances here in Hawaii. And today's a big one. We're talking all about home ownership. We're joined by Rusty Rasmussen, Group SVP and Division Manager for Home Loans at Central Pacific Bank. Welcome in, Rusty.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. For us here in Hawaii, that is the dream. Home ownership. So let's kind of start with mortgage rates right now. Where are we currently at? What are you guys seeing?
Well, I get that question about 5 times a day. People ask
Let's
me,
make it 6.
Where are rates? And anybody in the process of buying a home is really focused on that. But rates started out the year with the promise that it would drop down, and then once we got to the tariff announcements in April, we saw a little bump. It bumped up, but after that, we've seen it come back down. If you look at that graph, there was a little bit of drop back in September last year, but if you look at the rates for the past year, it's pretty flat. And rates now are actually just a little bit lower than they were this time last year, which a lot of people may not be aware of.
Rusty, what options do buyers have for maybe lower payments? Because that's another thing that must get asked quite frequently.
Oh yeah. There's a number of options. It's popular in Hawaii for buyers to pay points to buy down the rate at closing. We're seeing a lot of that. A larger down payment will do it. There's interest-only loans, adjustable rate loans, a number of ways to get the payment down.
We did look at the graph we just had up a little bit a while ago, but what are you kind of forecasting in terms of interest rates as the year continues?
Well, my crystal ball is extremely foggy lately, let me tell you. But I believe that rates are a little bit higher than they should be right now. So I expect that we'll see rates coming down a little bit by the end of the year. Not much, but a little bit. I think it's a little bit higher than it should be right now.
As we continue to look into the season of home buying, in addition to the interest rates, what are you guys seeing? What are you guys hearing from people who are currently in the market? And what advice do you have for people who are looking to take that first step?
We're quite busy. There's a lot of buyers out there looking around. And, I think that a couple things are that people are tired of waiting. They've been waiting for the rates to come down. Anybody who's waiting has been disappointed. A lot of the condo projects and the new projects out there are very popular. And it seems like there are more properties coming on the market. So there's a little more selection for people out there. As far as advice I give people,
it's tough because oftentimes people are just trying to navigate that very first step. What would you recommend?
I got a couple bits of advice. One is, even though we're talking about rates, don't get too hung up on it. Rates can change every day. Nobody can predict where rates are going to go. It's impossible to forecast. So you're just going to drive your blood pressure up and get stressed out, right? Second thing is talking about condo. There was a lot of talk about the condo issues. A lot of people may not be aware that many condos now are getting the insurance that they need that they couldn't get before. And so I would encourage people to do a little extra due diligence on the condominium, but that's improving. Some of the legislation we have that passed will help that also. So that's not as big as an issue as it used to be. And the other piece of advice I give to people is to think long term.
Okay.
The biggest regret we hear from buyers is that they didn't start sooner, that they didn't act sooner. So
I've heard this before.
Right,
Yeah.
I like to use the tree analogy.
Okay.
Right? The best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is now.
Right now.
Right? And I believe the same thing applies to real estate.
Gotcha, Rusty. Right now, if people want to learn more, what is the best resource to utilize? I do know with Central Pacific Bank, there's a ton of resources online, correct?
Yeah, all you have to do is go to cpb.bank. We have a whole team of people to help you build your new home, right?
Love that. Rusty, thank you very much for the time. And don't forget as well, these Money Moves We Got You segments, they're all up at our website. Fantastic advice from the experts from Central Pacific Bank. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're here in studio and I am with Sophia's Place. Now that's the business, but the creator and owner is Jonalyn over here. And wow, these are some stunning pieces. Gorgeous,
Thank you.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Now, we were talking earlier about the 808 Craft and Gift Fair.
Yes.
You're going to be at the Ko'olau Shopping Center this weekend, yes?
We are, yes.
Okay, and you're going to be
Yes.
bringing all these goodies.
All these goodies, yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so talk to us about Sophia's Place and the type of jewelry you offer.
Okay, so Sophia's Place is actually, it was a hobby that started back when COVID or the pandemic started because, you know, all of us were home. And it kind of just opened me up to creativity. And so yeah, I started with crystal bracelets. So if you look over here, and then I just was really into the crystals and the properties, like the healing and all that stuff. So I got into the healing and all that.
Yeah, the energy, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
good energy and
We needed good energy
Yes.
back in the pandemic days, and so I'm glad you got into this line of creation.
Thank you,
Beautiful
thank you,
stuff.
thank you.
And then so you went from starting with the bracelets and you worked your way up to doing necklaces and earrings and all the other
Yes.
things as well.
I did. It kind of just opened me up my creativity. You know, I was working in a 9-to-5 for a very long time, and I just enjoyed it. And so I kind of quit my job, and this is what I do full time now.
Right
So, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, now talk to me about some of these pieces. I'm seeing different types of, what is this? Like glass, or how is it? What is the
so
type
these
of-
are actually my resin pieces.
resin. Okay,
so I do
beautiful.
resin, I also do crystals, and I also do different types of stuff. And what I do is I love nature. I'm a nature person. So I'm always walking around looking for cool flowers or plants that I can incorporate into here.
Wow.
So these are like actually flowers that I picked. And then I kind of just paint it, make it all pretty because, you know, healing. I think beauty is nature and beauty incorporated is like very healing.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
So you got the flowers, you just dry them out after, and then you end up putting them into the
I do.
molds, and then the resin goes right over it?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
now talk to me about the metals that you have over here.
The metals?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
2 different types of colors.
Yes. So the metals that I use is stainless steel. So all the ear hooks are stainless steel. This in here, they're actually wire metals. I use brass. So they're actually I cover it so if it gets into water, it doesn't turn color.
Yeah,
So it's
one's
pretty
that-
good.
yeah. Oh my gosh, cool. Okay, and then talk to me how you really incorporate the love and energy into each one of your pieces. You go above and beyond. You do something special.
I do, and I think I've always been the type of person that I put quality. You know, I believe in quality in the work, and I believe in significance in things. And so, if you look at it, a lot of it has labels. Oh, I'm sorry. That it'll tell you what each one signifies.
Right.
And then also, I started getting into the healing arts. So I do Reiki. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I
okay,
do-
Reiki, and then you kind of infuse it with all these
Yes,
pieces.
yes. So
Okay.
each one, if people get bracelets, they get actually a sound Reiki healing right at the table, you know, like if they want to request that. But of course, I always have to ask. And so, yeah, if you want, I can do a demonstration for you
I
guys.
would love that. Okay, so this is the Reiki demonstration. If you go and see her and you grab one of her pieces, she will do this for you right there on the spot. Okay, let's see what
Will
this
do.
looks like.
Okay, yeah. So what I do, I just say, for instance, someone grab this. So each of the bracelets actually come with a selenite stick. And the selenite stick is actually for charging and clearing the bracelet because crystals do hold energy.
Let's hold that here so
Yeah.
we can see how beautiful this looks. This is like a crown flower in there. Oh, there went my energy.
Yeah, you're good. We got you, girl.
Okay,
Take care of
bring
me
it back,
today.
bring it back. And then it goes in.
Yeah, it goes
Okay,
in.
all right.
Okay, and then so Reiki is usually universal life force. I harness the energy from the universe, you know, from life force energy, and you just put your intentions into the pieces. But then I started incorporating a sound bowl. So what the sound bowl does is the vibration of it infuses it even more into the pieces. So yeah, a lot of people like just close your eyes. So I'm gonna
I'm
start.
gonna close my eyes. I know you got the rest of the show.
All right, you guys, here we go. It's gonna be kind of loud, so careful. Close your eyes. And I kind of just do a little prayer under my breath. And so I also ask like if they have any intentions they would want to put in there, and I'll incorporate that with my prayer.
Okay, that just takes like buying jewelry and shopping to the next level.
Exactly.
I've never gone in a place and bought something and said, hey, put some extra love into this. And that was really, really cool. I love that. Okay, so obviously people are going to want to now do the whole shebang with you. So can you tell me how they can find you, how they can book you, everything?
Oh yeah, okay, so I'll be at the 808 Craft Fair, Ko'olau, this weekend from 10 to 2:30 or 2 o'clock. I also do Kapalina on Wednesdays, Kapalina Beach. They have like a really nice setup over there, and we'll be there every Wednesday from 4 to 8. I also have my Instagram. It's sophias.place_1111. Don't forget that 1111. I also have a marketplace. Pending website. My website is pending.
Beautiful. So go ahead and follow her on Instagram, Sophia's Place, the goddess of creation. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and check her out.
Sophia's is the goddess of creation and wisdom.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily, but go see her this weekend on Saturday out there. Kahalu.
Thank you, guys.
Very special, the U.S. Army is celebrating its 250th birthday. This week, Hawaii News Now is presenting a series of reports to honor this special milestone. Reporter Jonathan Masaki kicks off the coverage with the story of a 101-year-old World War II vet.
Dr. Takashi Manago of Kailua Kona was a member of the Go for Broke Band of Brothers of Japanese American soldiers. He was with the 100th Battalion 442nd Regimental Combat Team. He's now 101 years old. His family believes it's important to remember his time as a soldier.
We were dubbed the Purple Heart Battalion, and you're known worldwide for this selfless sacrifice because you protected your teammates and you protected our country. You fought for our freedom.
That's Manago's daughter, Kathy Hayashi, who has made it her mission to remind everyone about the legacy of the 100th Battalion soldiers and the sacrifices they made during World War II.
They were not trusted, and you were treated as second-class citizens. Many of them were plantation workers, right? Second-class citizens, just because they looked like the enemy.
Hayashi shared her dad's story with H&N 3 years ago. At the time, he was presented with a number of special awards and was recognized by then President Joe Biden, an accolade that moved him emotionally.
No.
From the president, oh, I never thought he hit you right.
From World War II, our coverage of the Army's birthday will feature perspectives from soldiers who served in the Korean War, in Vietnam, and Afghanistan.
You know, we served with honor and we served with a mentality that we did this for our country. Oh, you know, somebody has to defend it, so why not be you?
The pride I felt to be standing there to witness and just to look at the history that was made. Yeah, it was one of the proudest moments of my career.
The experience was so great that it's something that I will never forget, never leave this life ever forgetting it.
And coming up this week, more Dismal Defense stories on H&N as we continue to celebrate the Army's 250th birthday. I'm Jonathan Masaki for Hawaii News Now.
Great job, Jonathan. Unbelievable real-life heroes. On Thursday the 12th, the public is invited to an Army Community Day at Fort DeRussy, where you can chat with soldiers and see Army helicopters up close. The event details are listed over there on your screen. The day begins at 10 a.m., wraps up in the afternoon. Make sure you check it out. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Oh yeah, take a look at that. Welcome back to High Now Daily. Here's a live look at the views and vibes from Oahu's west side, Kamakana-Ali'i, which really is the center for West Oahu. You know, they got lots of good fun taking place this summer. In fact, if you want to learn ukulele, you're in luck. Take a look at that on Wednesday, June 11th, starting at 5 p.m. Free ukulele lessons. How cool is that?
Hey, free.
That's right, free. You can't beat free. A group called Ukulele Project Hawaii offers free lessons every second Wednesday of the month. If you don't have an ukulele, you can even borrow one. So for details, scan that QR code on the screen.
Yeah, you got a ukulele right in our office. I might just have to borrow that one. And then on Friday, the 13th, there's a special event at the mall as part of their Makana Kids events. You can check out the Monster Pizza Summer Social. Yeah, that's starting at 5:30 p.m. in Center Court. There'll be 4 friendly monsters roaming around, plus balloon twisters, face painters, glitter tattoos, and a show. There are more details online at kamakanaali'i.com. And those who still want to buy a gift for dad, you better hurry up. This is one for you. Kamakanaali'i is having a Father's Day gift fair by Island Craft Fairs. Check it out on Saturday the 14th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, they're in Center Court. They'll have everything from jewelry to personalized items and local treats. Check out details by scanning the code on your screen right there. Now, to a dream come true for an Oahu man who has been a lifelong fan of Jeopardy.
Yeah, this is a really cool story. I know your lifelong dream is SNL, right? Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
You want to get on there and host? This guy got to live his dream. He was invited to be a contestant on Jeopardy, his favorite show. How about you, News Now reporter Jim Mendoza's got the whole scoop.
Well, Chris, that was a fantastic week for you.
The popular television game show Jeopardy has a huge following of die-hard fans. Oahu's John Reese is one of them. The academic editor grew up watching the show.
My grandmother would always have it on in her kitchen TV when she would babysit me after school. So ever since I was a kid, I'd watch Alex Trebek.
Imagine his surprise when he was selected to be a contestant on Jeopardy and test his grasp of trivia against others with prize money on the line.
Probably my favorite book is actually The World Almanac right here. Obviously, it's a book that would be good for somebody who wants to be on a trivia show to be familiar with.
If you've never thought about auditioning for Jeopardy before, now's the time.
Getting on the show took 15 years. Reese first applied to be a contestant in 2010 when he almost made it.
They had in-person auditions back then, and I got to that stage and actually was in the contestant pool for 2 years, but they never called me to be on the show.
But he didn't give up. Reese tested again last October, went through all the steps, and made the final cut. After all of that, he says he was ready to play.
I've always had a good memory. Ever since I was a child even, I've always been interested, especially in geography, history, culture, things like that. I'm also a movie buff. I know a lot about the history of cinema.
He says finally standing on the Jeopardy set felt surreal, especially after watching the show for so many years.
It didn't really quite hit me until a couple of questions into the actual game itself. Finally, holy cow, I'm really doing this.
In 1951's The Day the Earth Did This. Sam.
What is fought back?
No. Brendan.
What stood still?
Stood still, that's the title.
If you've seen Jeopardy, you know that to do well, you have to be a quick thinker. To increase his speed, he practiced by using reaction time apps.
Whoever buzzes in first is the one who gets the points.
He calls his Jeopardy experience the thrill of a lifetime. Plus, he got to meet his hero, Ken Jennings, the all-time Jeopardy champion.
Actually being able to meet him in person now that he's the host was really cool. You know, they say never meet your heroes, but he was an exception to that.
3, 2, 1, hop on.
As part of his agreement with the show, Reese can't reveal how he did, but you can see for yourself when Jeopardy airs this week on KGMB. I'm Jim Mendoza for Hawaii News Now.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we have been hard at work over here. Production is underway for season 2 of Kitchen Scraps. Take a look at that. We're going to be filming on Wednesday the 11th, which is tomorrow. And because we're filming, we're going to put a pause on High Now Daily. In its place, though, we're going to be encoring season 1 of Kitchen Scraps. Just in case you missed it, season 2, we are going big, Rach.
Oh my gosh, I can already tell the kitchen looks fantastic.
Right? Speaking of fantastic.
Yes, we'll be back on Thursday with an exclusive announcement. We'll be live from Ala Moana Center for a whole hour as we unveil who the new faces of Hawaiian host Aloha Max are gonna be. There are 6 finalists and only 1 wahine and 1 kane will be chosen. Join us starting at 3 p.m. right here on High Now Daily. That's gonna be
Congrats to the 6 of them. That is gonna be epic.
I can't wait. I'm excited to find out who it is. I love them all, so it's really fun. With whoever.
Yeah, hey, congrats to all of them. Back over here in the studio, though, recapping what was such a great show, celebrating a lot of local businesses, local vendors, which, again, Ko'olau Shopping Center over there, Kahalu'u, this weekend. You can catch these guys.
Yes, 808 Craft and Gift Fairs. They've got it going on Saturday right there. You can get some of those cookies. Oh, so good.
I love that AB. Let's just call it AB. But
Ab.
don't eat too much cookies, Bombay, no more abs.
No, but
you know?
remember he said do the crunches, do the crunches.
Oh, you can do the crunches.
Speaking of which, those are so crunchy, so good.
So
it's like
good.
brittle.
And I love the
Oh.
individual packets too.
Amazing.
You know?
And then, I mean, I got this necklace on,
Right?
okay? This necklace is so cute. It's like resin. It has all the cute looks over here. They've got earrings, bracelets, they've got necklaces. So make sure you go to that craft fair this weekend and pick up something from Sophia's Place.
That's right. And if you want
beautiful.
Sophia's Place at your place, they can do that too. Support local this weekend.